Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so on my last video I said that I would make a small clip of how I use some tools when I do my visits, either for myself or for some clients. Without further ado, I'm going to present to you one at a time. First on the list right here, this is a moisture meter, or you could also call it a hygrometer. That's me not putting my phone on silent before putting the video, so apologize for that. Edit is done. So this moisture meter, how it works, very simple. These two little probes, you stick it into the wall, hopefully underneath the window. Try not to be too invasive, right? Because you are going to make tiny, tiny holes, and you know, some people might not like that. So that's it, you power it up. I'm just going to give you an idea. You see if I put my finger here, it goes up to about 18.6%. So if you find 18.6% in a wall, that's actually pretty moist. It would be something that would raise concern. But if it's on my hand or on your hand or something, doesn't matter. Also watch it, because if you touch metal, or if the construction was in metal studs and you're trying to probe, it's going to read 100% because metal is a conductor. So don't, right? So that's one of the pitfalls that I think that you guys should know if you're going to be using this moisture meter. Also right behind it, generally there's going to be levels. You don't want to exceed the low level, I would say. All right, next. Oh, and also make sure, right, because sometimes it has materials choice. Make sure you're choosing something like wood when you want to test, gyps and wood and stuff, and the masonry when you want to check for more like bricks and stuff like that. All right. Second, this is going to, by the way, set you back about let's say $110 on average. You could find some at 60, you could find some at 200, but this one, it's called General. I think it was 75 bucks. Other great tool is this guy right here, okay? It's small. This one actually is about maybe like 35 bucks. When you plug this into the wall, if these two orange come up, everything's great. If they don't, and it's any other pattern, the pattern is actually shown right here, and it could either be a problem or not, depending on if the wires were grounded back in the day, if it's an old construction or not. But you could also check the GFCIs. So these are the plugs that are in the bathroom next to the sinks, or in the kitchen next to the faucets. These are the ones that you want to make sure that they will trip if there's too much current. So you put it in, you press this button, and it'll make that thing go thump, and then you have to reset it. Very important that those things work. Those are safety concerns, and you want to make sure that the property you're buying is up to code. Guys, you know what I just thought of? I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, because I'm always the type who says, just do it. And now imagine I did this whole video and I didn't even actually show you what this tool looks like when it's working or not. So I'm going to turn my camera. Okay, we're just going to check this in my office right here. Okay, well, first off, the ground is up, so I'm going to turn it over, shove it in. See these two lights, that's what you want to see. And then when you look through here, it shows you that if the two orange are on, it's correct. If one is red and the other one is orange, you could see that the ground is reversed, either the neutral or the hot. And then if nothing turns on, then not hot, and then you have open neutral and open ground. Right? So you always just want to see those two lights. If not, mention it up to code. So this is probably the most expensive of the tools that we're going to talk about today. This is my laser distance measurement device, but I use it much more than just a laser. So you power it up, there's a laser that shows up right here, right? And it'll tell you the distance between either here and whatever you're hitting, or there's also a little key, right, from here, or you could even set it so that it comes from the top. You can do that right here. This little button, and you see that little display on this side, it switches, right? So that's great. Before, when you had to take measurements of rooms, you'd have to pull out your tape and pull it out again, and then cut your fingers when it's coming back because you want to. Anyways, not anymore. Now cheek, and you have the room dimensions, and you could also have the square footage. Right here there's rectangles, right, and cubes, but you just click on the rectangle, and right here it'll prompt you, where's the longest wall? All right, so I'm going to click on right here, and then it's going to ask you right over there, what's the shortest wall? And you click right there, and then it'll give you on the top For us right here, it says 42.03 square feet. So really cool, very powerful tool, very, very powerful tool. Another thing how I like to use it is you could also set it up on a tripod, right? And then once it's on a tripod, you could have like some kind of measuring stick and draw a line. Oh, I didn't turn off the moisture meter. All right. All right, you draw a line on this stick. And then when you place the stick other places, if it's not on the line, then you know that your floor is not leveled. So, you know, another great way of using this. Then, you know, you have your little level ball. That's cool. Measuring tape, everyone has that. Flashlight. Now, the flashlight could be used when, you know, it's dark places. And it also could be used to find defects in walls or ceilings, right? If the lights are turned off, even though the lights are on, you don't really need the flashlight, but you purposely turn off the lights and you flash the flashlight stuck to the ceiling or stuck to the wall, and you're gonna see if there's any defects. It'll pop up. Why? Because if there's water that happened behind the paint, there's actually gonna be a bit of condensation on the other side, and that's gonna render that surface matte. So when you're gonna wanna shine your flashlight on it, you're gonna see two different kind of surfaces, and it's just a great tool, right? That's about it. Those are the tools that I like to use when I do my my visits in real estate. It's helped me so much so that I could get a better idea of the property before even hiring an inspector to do a thorough examination, right? You know, if you're not qualified or professional or so on, you should always have a property inspected. That being said, guys, if you liked it and you think that this added value to you, like, comment, subscribe, and give that notification bell. Hiya. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Also, guys, you know what? I'm going to show you guys a little fun fact with these measuring tapes. All right? Did you ever notice that this thing moves? Right? How are you going to take super accurate measurements if this end always moves? And believe it or not, it moves exactly just the width of that end, so that if you butt against something, or if you pull on something, it gives you the right dimension.